I started
I dare you to push
streaming.
it.
Wouldn't that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now I think we're on.
Well, you let me know because you're the guy with the video evidence.
Yeah, well.
You and the other.
Yep, we're on.
You and the 4 FBI agents who are probably
The 4
listening after the
FBI.
fact.
FBI, bitch, you crazy. That's NSA watching us.
State Department shit right there, man.
We going to prison.
Secret Service shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mostly Peaceful. I know there's nobody watching except for my wife.
Y'all
Why is
brought me
Dad on the
into this
TV?
world.
This is the weirdest thing ever.
She's looking, going, gay.
My daughter's such a punk, though. She probably is. She's like, gay.
Probably. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Rob.
Yep. We're Mostly Peaceful, and
Yeah.
we're live again.
And we're live again.
It's been
Yeah.
a minute.
We're doing it. It has been a minute. Can we address it for a second? Is it still too rough?
The gusting?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a little, but you know.
I'd like everybody to know that our
Gus-
1 hour timer has moved on, and
unfortunately,
it's incredibly sad.
is no longer with us.
Like,
So we had to make the hard decision. You know, Gus has
it
just
sucks,
had
dude.
some shit that happened to him, and
Yeah.
we had to make the decision
Yeah, it
because
sucks. I
it does suck.
after
man.
X amount of years coming over
does.
here and hanging out with you guys, and
I know, I
and
feel
then us
like-
doing this, and Gus sitting,
I know.
at the table.
Yeah, people.
I mean, Gus
didn't-
sat at the table with us.
I know.
For all intents and purposes, like Gus
Yeah.
would tell us, "Hey,
He was a part. I know. My
It's
wife
been
just
an hour,
said this
bro.
yesterday. She was watching and she goes, you know, it's crazy because you could hear him in the back, and not only that, I feel like around the hour mark he started getting a little feisty. Like, hey, you guys,
you've been doing it too long, bud.
you guys could go ahead and fucking end this shit now.
You know,
Ruler
ruler of the house has got to
Yeah.
go outside, buddy, and you need to take me."
exactly.
Yeah, of course.
He's like, I had to fucking pee, dude.
I miss him.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
me too.
So
I really do. It's been rough, man. It has.
that's a lot of the reason that we didn't live stream
That is wholly the reason
2 weeks
why
ago, and
I couldn't do it.
we didn't have episodes up, so we just.
You can't plan for something like that, you know, and you got to do what you got to do.
The problem is we don't have a backlog.
Nope.
Like, we do this at appropriate time.
Yes.
Like we only do X amount because we don't have, like, our lives don't allow us to sit down and spend 6, 8, 12 hours just having a conversation. Also, I don't know that I could talk to you that long.
For all intents
not
and-
anything against you. I'm
I'm offended though, but
You should fucking
for all
be.
intents and purposes, we podcast paycheck to paycheck. That's
Yes.
basically what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Is that, you know,
we don't get paid for this. We don't.
Yeah,
We don't
it's
make
like-
any money off of it. Like,
Yeah, we're living paycheck to paycheck as far as the podcast backlog is concerned.
Yeah.
It's like every Friday, Saturday now.
Yeah.
We drop a hot deuce, a double,
whoa.
a double.
I mean,
It was
look,
kind
just
of
need you to know that
it was kind of perfect.
My bowel movements have been rough today.
It was kind of perfect.
That was good.
But yeah, that's it. But now we're back at it, man, trying to, you know,
We're back at it.
do
and
what we do.
we sat down. We had a good conversation earlier.
Yeah.
You guys will get to see that
sure.
next week.
Yo.
Um,
So you got to bring tomorrow's news today.
I know. We gotta talk about the future.
Yes.
The future of
And it'll still be
of
the
everything.
past.
It still will.
Yeah.
We tried some Rabbit Hole, Cave Hill,
Yeah.
Kentucky bourbon. We are currently finishing up our glass of Green Spot
Yo.
single pot
Single pot still.
still
Yep.
Irish whiskey, and it, like, by far this is one of my favorites. Like,
Really?
when it
I'm
comes
so
to whiskey,
surprised though. I'm just, you know what?
when
I
it
like
comes to
that.
whiskey, this
I
is
like
the
that.
look. Honest to God, it was one of my wife's favorites.
Okay.
Like, even she was like, dude, this is really fucking good. Like,
Right.
in the realms of everything that you've made me try, everything that I don't like,
shit.
she's like, I like this.
Wow.
She really liked the Green Spot.
I'm so surprised because the
It's an
flavor,
incredibly good.
but it's so out of the realm of what like my expectation of what you like.
Yes.
Not necessarily
all I
what
brought
you
you,
like. Yes.
all I brought you is bourbon, bourbon
Yes.
after bourbon after bourbon.
Yes.
We've sat down, we've had red breast
red
on
breast,
here. You
yep.
brought that in.
Yep.
Like we've done those things, and I love the red breast. I think the
Yes.
red breast is really, really good.
It is.
This is Green Spot is probably, how do I say it? It is a solid, like no man that drinks whiskey should not have that on their shelf.
Right.
Like I should be able to walk into a man's cigar room, drinking room, bourbon room, whatever it is, or you're just fucking living room. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because you walk in my living room, that's where it all is.
Yes.
But I should see a bottle of Green Spot on your shelf.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a table, whether it's a shelf, whether it's a
Yeah.
a bucket that you store it all in, I don't care.
It lives up there in price where
Yes.
it's perfect for the price. It's not too expensive. It's not something that, it's right in that good range, man.
And man, the
where
flavor.
you get the bang for the buck
Yes.
range,
Like I was incredibly surprised by it because
It's-
I've had, like, we've all drank Jameson.
Yeah.
We've all drank, like, we've all drank Jameson. Some people who drink
Have you tried Crown Apple though?
have drank. That's disgusting. You fucking
I
hillbilly.
Every now and again, I gotta make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah,
to
I
me,
know,
man.
no, I am.
Okay.
So we've had the Jameson. We've had people have had Tullamore Dew. Some people have. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but I think that's another sleeper, right? Because for the price,
Yeah.
like that's Jameson price Irish whiskey, and it's actually better than Jameson.
Right.
So Jameson, and I said this to you before, Jameson is, hey dude, let's drink this bottle, light your lawn furniture on fire while listening to Slipknot while your wife and kids are sleeping.
It's true.
That's what Jameson is.
It's true.
Tullamore Dew is slightly more refined, where it's like maybe just listen to Tool and do it,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little smoother.
And Green Spot is like listening to classical music or like jazz.
Green Spot is
Really,
Green
man?
Spot is
I dig it, but it's unexpected that I dig it.
it is. It really is. Like it is. It's wholly unexpected because you're like, the price of it doesn't say that the bottle is worth it.
Yes.
Right. So you look at it and you go, oh,
Yep.
now mind you, this does come in a sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the tube, right?
So it comes in a cardboard sleeve, a cardboard tube.
Yep.
So you're looking at it and you're going, that's 60, 70 bucks.
I know.
And you're like, then you look at the bottle and you go, I don't know that this warrants that price.
Right.
Like this doesn't look very well thought out.
Yeah.
Now, here's where it changes. They are whole ass smart as shit because it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then you buy it and then you're like,
It
fuck.
tastes like I'd pay $100 for that.
legit.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, man, that is a fine Irish whiskey.
And see, that's the funny part, man, is some people put all their time into the liquid and some people put all their time into the marketing and the bottle and the brand. I mean,
Yes.
it literally is how it goes, man,
Yeah.
Now, you've got some brands.
We have a new watcher
Okay.
in the chat. She says hello. Hello, Kayla.
Hi, Kayla.
My wife says one-armed Willie says hello.
What?
So for the record, one-armed Willie is my child. My oldest son.
I'm like,
has-
is this a fucking Goonies reference?
It's a
or-
Goonies. It's not really a Goonies reference, but we'll just call it a Goonies reference. One-armed Willie is my 11-year-old boy who decided to ride
Snap
passenger. He rode shotgun with his younger brother, slightly younger brother, and wear his jacket backwards. And my youngest boy rolled and flipped their go-kart. And now my oldest boy is casted up. He's got 2 broken bones in his wrist, and tell him because
We
he
had a
does not
whole
believe me.
conversation
He
about
does not
this
believe me.
outside of
Like
this.
he rolled a
Yes.
go-kart and was like,
Now you can inherit a pimp walk with a limp, and
Legit.
just be like, bitch.
that's the way I walk.
If anybody
Oh,
questions it, just be like, bitch.
bitch.
Just say it
You
like
gotta say it
that.
high pitch though.
Bitch.
But he did. Like he thought the world ended.
Yeah.
Like he really did when it happened.
Oh,
like the
dude.
world was done.
It's fucking painful.
Fucking the sky was falling.
Yeah.
Spaghetti
Yeah,
and
yeah.
meatballs. Fucking Chicken Little. All that shit. Right. Like it was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
The world was ending. We got him casted up. Loving him to death. He blames my my youngest boy, and I was like, dude.
No,
It's an accident. Like accidents happen. Like you got to get past that. You got to get past that. It sucks. It sucks right now.
sure.
Right now it sucks. But he has like 50 fucking signatures on his cast. I was like, dude, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep. There you go.
These people took time out of their day and was like, you fucked your shit up and you're cool for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like his cast is bright neon. It's highlighter yellow.
Like all
this
the
shit's dope.
Cool fucking skaters on MTV in the 90s
Yeah.
and 2000s were all fucked up with
Yeah.
casts and broken shit
And
at the
lost
hospital.
testicles
Yeah,
and-
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exploded balls.
Stitches. Yeah. Motherfucker wearing a hat because his hair don't grow on this side because he fucking split his wig open.
Exactly.
Fuck.
It's all part of the game.
Yeah. And they're cool as fuck for it.
For sure. For sure.
Skate or die, bro. Skate or die.
Instant status? I'm not sure what that was. What do you mean, Kayla? Instant status?
Oh, broken limb.
Oh, yes. Straight up, dude.
Bam. You
Like,
just elevated.
he was a pimp from word go. Like the
Right.
minute we were like, oh, it's broken. Yeah, you've already won this battle, dude.
It's true, man.
Like you rolled that thing and you survived. Now, for the record, my youngest boy walked away from that bitch without a scratch, like a drunk man. In
The driver.
Yes,
The
like,
driver.
like a drunken, like a DUI car wreck. He walked away from that bitch with no scratch.
And now you got to have the conversation with him. That's like, hey, when that happens, you're the guy who goes to jail. Okay? You're the guy who goes to had you been adult age,
He was.
you murdered your brother.
Oh my god, dude!
You're the
didn't
guy who
murder
walks
him.
away with no scratch. They're like, you failed the breathalyzer.
Instantly,
Fucked up.
instantly was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know what happened. Now I still have yet to
He was
figure
just loosey goosey. It
No, dude.
fucking
That's the
rolled
difference.
that sucker.
Braden was the loosey goosey one. Like he's out of the like arms out and shit, fucking flailing everywhere.
But when it happened,
Jace had the steering wheel tensed
Yep.
and rode that
just-
bitch like a fucking like a bull, dude. So
my
he walked away
God.
from it because of the roll cage.
Yeah.
Walked away from it with no problems. Braden, unfortunately, like because he couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah.
He put his jacket on backwards and had his hoodie over his face. So he
What
couldn't see what was
the
going on.
shit?
Don't scold him for it. We've already had that conversation.
That's hardcore.
It is hardcore.
If you're doing
But
that,
that's some daredevil shit.
It
dude.
is.
Like, 'cause
But see, now
I want to
you can't
know
be
when
mad,
it's
though.
coming.
You can't be mad if you're like, yo, I was riding with bro and he fucking broke my wrist. I'm like, damn, that sucks. And you're like, yeah. And I had my jacket on backwards and my hoodie over my head and I was blindfolded. I'd be like, well, whose fucking fault was it? You know what I mean? I mean, it just kind of.
This was a big issue.
Next time, blindfold the driver and let's see how that goes. I mean, it's.
I think
you
we're all
know,
dead at that
yeah.
point. Yeah. Fine, son.
You might be a pimp, but you don't fucking tell us what to do.
What are you doing? You don't get that one.
Oh, that's right. That's you. I'm just reaching.
I'm trying to figure this
I'm
out.
just reaching.
I like that last one was so dry.
You know that the
this one doesn't
world,
feel that way though.
the world is ending when that thing is empty. There's,
It is. Jesus.
I
Well, at
have-
least you still got two cases of
Yeah,
Romeos.
Technically, it's not empty, but
It's empty.
it's fucking empty.
So I'm gonna tell you where this place is after the show.
Okay.
And you go pick up a box. I'll pick up another box.
Yeah.
And we'll be set and ready to go because I think these are good, solid, like
Dude, those are great.
all the times.
Those are great.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Just like our whiskey, we tend to try other rocket dogs there. And there's a
I'm
lot.
slightly homosexual.
I don't know what the fuck to call it without us getting jammed up by the,
I know.
fucking
'Cause
feds.
you can't talk about these things. It's so stupid.
Yeah. But a lot of them kind of suck. And
It's hard to find a good one.
It's hard to
and
find
this
a
was
good
this
one.
was so random for me.
yeah.
Like 'cause
Even like expensive ones.
I'm a creature of habit, dude. When I find a good one, like I stick to it and
I'm the same
I
way.
live on it, right?
Yep.
And I was like, dude, I need something a little more like
So I gotta ask,
something for you, something for me.
if you say the brand name, do you think you get popped?
Slaughterhouse. I don't know. We'll see.
Right?
Like,
High Clear Cat.
if you have not had a Slaughterhouse rocket dog, you should go try one.
Hey,
Jesus H fuck. Like
let me
this Slaughterhouse rocket dog. You need this?
Not really.
Oh, you need a cutter?
Yeah.
Where do you have a you have a cutter in here, dude.
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
We're good.
So
I didn't want to have to get up. But
like my poor boy, he's so mad, I guess. I said his name. Buddy, you're gonna be all right. Nobody's famous here.
what's more painful? Your dad saying your name or the broken wrist bone?
I already know the answer to that. His whole ass wrist. Everything hurts.
My wrist hurts so bad I walk with a limp. It's true.
Stop picking on him, dude. Stop.
No, that's great.
I gotta go
dude.
home with this. You don't.
What? Dude, listen. I am talking to him same way I talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Same way I tell everybody else. See, something I didn't inherit over the years is the dad speak, where I talk to kids different than I talk to adults because I'm not a dad.
Yeah.
So I tend to be a little... That wasn't harsh, though. That was fucking funny. That was funny. I talk to my nephew the same way. I'm like, come on. Come on. He knows.
Of course.
He just milks you because you're his dad. But it is your brother's fault, and I'd be pissed too.
Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? Bro, you can't do that.
Why,
You're
though?
completely undermining everything me and my wife have already told him.
No.
No, you don't get to undermine that shit.
No, I do.
All right, I'll
Can
tell you what.
say what I want. This is 50% at the least. My microphone, my show. Come
hey,
on,
listen.
50-50. I could say what I want.
I know when
okay?
you take
We
vacation.
just had a whole ass conversation about the Constitution ensuring
I
my
know.
right to say what I want.
But understand there are consequences for those things that you say.
We talked about
So I
that,
know when
didn't
you
we?
have vacation, I will send that child here for the entire week. He will be your responsibility. He's yours.
Do you really want your kid coming to the hood, bro? And
He
living
about
with
to
me?
learn some shit.
Living with me, he's gonna come back and be like, please don't ever get rid of me again. I'll do whatever you want.
I love that we have chickens and live in the woods.
Yes.
I don't ever want to leave here again.
Dad, that shit was kind of scary.
Those people are not like me. He would lose his shit. Are you kidding me? He said, like, he will totally act tough right now. He's literally talking to his mom, going,
Oh, for sure. He'd
Oh, I
be
could do
like-
that. It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I'd be happy to go over there.
And then he
It'd
gonna
be
come
fine.
over here.
I would be fine.
He's gonna be like, "Where the PlayStation?" I'm gonna be like, "Play who? What the fuck you talking about, man?"
I got some move some goddamn wood across the yard.
Hey, we got one TV and a fire pit.
You better go learn to make a fire.
Hope you like slow internet, Holmes.
I turned it down just for you.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
We actually had dial-up installed. Doesn't exist anymore, but
2
we did.
weeks.
We called somebody and they still have it.
Right.
Like, we got that for you. You're gonna learn what a modem sounds like.
So for the next 6.5 hours, don't fucking use your phone.
You're gonna hear
use the
sounds
internet
you've
while
never
I
heard
use
before, and
my
you're gonna be
phone.
like, "What is that?" And that is the sound of a modem.
Does dial-up even? It wholly don't exist because
It does. It does to a certain extent. It's,
Dude.
it's DSL, I think.
Right.
So it's like CenturyLink.
yeah. Do landlines? Okay? I know they exist. It's kind of like somewhere deep in my heart, I feel like unicorns exist. But have you seen one though? Like,
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
most everything has become VoIP, right? Most everything has moved to VoIP, which is still it's an internet protocol, so it's still.
I think you need a camera on the go-kart for next time.
This
We're gonna
way-
get you a GoPro.
I do not disagree.
That-
We definitely need GoPros are it.
instant playback.
Yes, seriously, dude, because you know what didn't catch it? My camera's out in my yard.
yeah.
And it made me so mad because I wanted to
You're like,
see. Because it's, again,
go to the yeah.
I
Go to
still
the
don't
camera.
understand the physics.
Yeah.
I need you all to understand. And maybe somebody can comment and explain this to me at a later date. The driver's side rear wheel is blown out. Yet all of the scratches are on the passenger side and the front of the go-kart.
And the
I think
driver,
I feel like it's somersaulted.
The rear driver or
The rear driver wheel
is blown off the rim.
It just popped. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the scratches, however, are down the front and passenger
Yeah.
of the roll cage. So I'm trying, like, physics doesn't say that.
But they were on the wheels when you found them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they weren't upside down. They were actually on all four wheels. I was like, the fuck?
What about the top? Nothing?
Nothing.
They didn't like roll.
Just the passenger side. Just the passenger side. I don't know, dude. I'm still trying to figure out the physics and like, because for all intents and purposes, like
for you to be able to break your wrist, it's whatever it did it kind of rough. And for them to be just still on the wheels.
I feel like he tried to brace himself when he went to the ground because he couldn't see where he was going.
And he may have.
And he just stuck arms out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how that
broke wrist, but it also may have broken the tilt or tip. And
you think so? You think he stopped?
I mean, if he was wholly out and not expecting it, like I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility that if he didn't know it was
my wife said he was talking shit. He says he could do it. So, he could come stay at your house for a week.
What? Hey, man.
I fucking told you.
No way. I don't believe it. I really
don't. Oh, yeah. So look at this. So this is the go-kart. Like,
I just feel.
So here's all the scratches. God damn it. This is all the passenger side, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Damn.
Now, that's the front. Right? All the way across the front.
This is why we can't have nice things, bro.
Right there.
We can't have nice things.
Right? And that's the driver's side rear wheel blown out. Like,
yeah, and it's blown. It's
physics doesn't say that's how that happens. You blow out the driver's side rear wheel. You're usually flipping driver's side first, right?
Yeah.
Driver's side sees the ground first.
Right.
The only thing I could think was that they were going so incredibly fast on that go-kart that it skipped, it popped, and jumped that thing up high enough that it skipped the driver's side.
Yeah.
Right? The ground and the driver's side passed each other and said, see you later. And then everything happened on the passenger side. That was the only thing I could come up with.
But those things are built
to make people survive, yes.
With
like keep your hands in.
Kind of an A frame.
Hands and arm inside the ride at all times.
But like they're built with an A. So
yes.
They're not built straight up.
It's kind of
built angular.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was that far, like, wouldn't you expect that it would just fucking roll?
You would think.
Did your other son tell you what he seen or interpreted it to be? Because I know when that shit happens, it happens, and you're just like, what the fuck happened?
No. I don't. I need you to understand that when he jumped off that shit, he was like, I don't know what happened.
Right.
I don't know what happened. Which leads me to believe that maybe he bumped his head. But there was no physical, like...
Or, like I said, I mean, you're talking about a 10-year-old kid who's going, what the fuck just happened? I was driving.
Legit, dude, you should have seen him.
Now
when we walked out, he still had his hands clenched to that steering wheel.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there. And he was like, wide-eyed, holy shit, right? He gets out of the of the go-kart, walks around the front, and I was like, where the fuck is your shoe? He goes, I don't know. His shoe, out of all this, landed in the utility tray behind the seats of the go-kart. Like it's
see,
above the engine.
That's one of the things that make me question the severity and like, did it roll? Did it fucking wholly like? Because how do you lose a shoe from the driver side of a go-kart and it land in the very back utility passenger carry basket in the fucking back if you just did some weird like skip the ground, scrape, and then kind of fall back over?
I'm asking the same question.
Yeah, dude.
I got questions. I have questions all day.
Well, I guess it's something we'll never know.
Yeah, he even Beck says he didn't even know he lost his shoe.
Right.
Like
right.
he didn't,
yeah, it probably just
like,
happened so
it
quick.
jarred
He was just
him
like,
so
what
fast.
The
Like,
fuck
he was like,
happened?
"Where the
Yeah, that's how that shit goes. I mean,
shit was crazy.
Looking back on it on video camera, you would see the whole thing and be like, "Oh, of course." But in
They're
that
getting
moment,
a GoPro from now on.
In the moment, you'd be like, "I was driving, and then I was upside down."
Yeah, it's whole ass like it's cameras on the go-kart from here on out
for sure.
I think that's gonna be a great. We'll do a side YouTube project on that one.
Right.
Yeah. Go-kart wrecks. My kids would be like, I'm not fucking breaking my arm again.
Yeah, I'm not this. Why would you
doing this?
Why'd you title it Rex?
What he doesn't realize, and I'm telling him this right now, is that
goal.
he's whole ass getting back on that thing after his arm's healed.
Oh, is he like, I don't want to ride it no more?
Oh, dude, the minute it happened, he's like, I fucking hate this go-kart. It's like, dude, you can't blame the go-kart. Shit happens. He's like, I fucking hate it.
True.
I mean, he didn't say I fucking hate it, but he was like, I hate this go-kart.
Right. That's hilarious. I dig it. I can feel where he went in that moment.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. You learn from that type of shit, and
You do.
you know,
You do.
the next time you'll be like, okay, I'm getting back on the go-kart, but here's the thing. I'm gonna leave my eyes unfucked with so that I potentially could save myself from another broken limb. You know? Makes sense. You want to see what's going on.
I told him all of it, like all of it could have been avoided. And we didn't realize that he had it on backwards until I think last night.
Yeah.
When we had this conversation, he's like, my jacket was on backwards. I was like, well, that's where you fucked up.
Yeah.
But I told him, like, when all of this, like right after it all happened, I was like, dude, like I should have told you this, and this is where I fucked up. But like, it's tuck.
Yeah.
Like the minute bad shit happens, you grab a hold of that seatbelt and you don't let go.
Yeah, for sure.
You hold that.
He's got the seatbelt. You tuck. You got the roll cage. You should be fine.
Hold
If
that
anything,
seatbelt
you'll
until
get
the rest of
jerked
it's
around.
done.
Yeah.
Yep. Once you stop and everything's done and over with, then you can let go.
Yep.
But you just hold that seatbelt. That way everything's tucked in.
Yep.
Like that cage is there for a reason.
It's like me and you had the conversation about the broken wrist, and I'm like, man, it's like one of those things where it's human instinct. You're a skater or you're
to immediately try to stop yourself. Yes.
Yeah. You don't even think about it. You're like, I'm not gonna do that shit. And then you go to fall, and you're like, no. You put your hand out, broke fucking wrist.
So, while we're sitting here doing this, our buddy Richard has given us
a fuck ton of alcoholic products.
3 types of bourbon that he picked up to try. And I just got to shout out everybody that like I got these cute little bottles.
Those
Everybody
are
can see
petite
These
and
are fantastic 3-ounce bottles.
Yes.
They come with shrink wrap and a cork. Like $40 on Amazon. I was like, these things are dope, dude. This is good.
$40 for how many?
For 20 of them.
There you go.
Right? So these are good for like, here you go, man. Try that.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's a good share bottle.
Fucking
And they're
weighty.
thick, yes.
Yeah, dude.
They're really, really nice bottles.
It is.
So
36 Texas.
he asked me for a couple of them. He's like, I got some things for you. I want you guys to try. So we're going to try, I guess the first one we're going to try is 36 Texas bourbon. I got to look that up.
I was going to say, look it up because I'm going to have questions. You know me. I want to know the proof.
Yeah, for sure.
How old is it? Where is it made? Is it a bourbon? American whiskey? What you got? Let's go for it. But I'm all about it. Thank you, Richard. Richard is the fucking man.
Straight up.
You mentioned bourbon, you have his attention.
Absolutely.
Speaking
Oh, it's Ranger Creek. So
Okay.
they do if I remember correctly, I think they do like Rebecca Creek. And I could be wrong. Let me figure this out. Maybe I am wrong.
Yeah, he could have jerked the wheel, actually. It's just so
Yeah, I'm thinking that he
odd.
turned too quick. Turned too
Yeah.
quick, and it caught it just right that shit went awry. So,
The tyrant is tyranting.
oh, is she? So we call our daughter the tyrant, the tiny tyrant, because she is that, dude. She
Tiny
gets in these
tyrant.
movements. She gets in these moods where she screams, yells, fucking runs around, throws shit. She hit me with her bottle in the face twice the other
calm
night.
the hell down, Kim Jong. Okay.
Right? She's like dictatorial,
This
dude.
ain't fucking North Korea.
So we're gonna try. All right. So this 36. It's their flagship Ranger Creek 36 Texas Straight Bourbon.
Okay.
Right. It's their flagship whiskey.
Nice.
Handcrafted in small batches, aged in traditional large oak casks, and matured under the Texas sun. So again, this is what we were talking about earlier,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
temperature,
Atmosphere.
climate, atmosphere, like
Yep.
that changes the way bourbon tastes because you can't change the recipe.
Right.
The recipe
It's
to
a
call it a
bourbon?
bourbon. Yeah.
It is a bourbon.
Yes.
How old
Um,
did it say?
I would almost tell you that it's probably 2 years. You got to understand, like new bourbons,
I didn't know if it said it. If it don't say it,
it
that's
doesn't
fine.
say.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
Okay. That's fine.
So it's an award-winning sipping bourbon, purposefully. That's also cocktail friendly, right? Originally crafted by co-founder and head distiller T.J. Miller. Each batch follows our grain to glass philosophy. Texas corn is milled, mashed, fermented, and our whiskey is distilled and aged at our San Antonio distillery. That same traditional process is carried on today by our current head distiller Alan Hall and assistant distiller Josh Gardner.
Okay.
It's a deep amber. This is the nose. On the nose, it's vanilla and brown sugar with hints of new wood. The taste is mellow caramel, butterscotch, light cinnamon. See, these are things I hate. I hate saying these things because they
Right.
sound so utterly gay.
Hints of lavender.
I drink whiskey, bro. I taste figs. That's you. That's you, by the way.
It's true. It's very true. That is me. It's because I wholeheartedly 100% taste figs. And if you
Long,
don't,
lingering sweet notes with a hint of warmth. Do I sound sexy when I say that? Or am I coming on to you?
I mean, I'd hit on you if I didn't know any better.
What's up, girl?
It was kind of sexy. I mean, we could sip on this lavender and just fucking see where the night goes, I guess. But go ahead.
I still have to go home,
Hit
Jimmy.
hit me with some.
Let's try this. We got 3 ounces. You get 2.5. You get 1.5. I get 1.5.
No, you know what's funny, dude? You know why I sound like that?
No way.
Okay. When I first started drinking whiskey, I was like, man, these motherfuckers are lying. This shit tastes like fire and gasoline. It smells like goddamn rubbing alcohol and fucking peroxide, right?
Yeah.
That's what my nose smelled. That's what my lips tasted. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it smells like fucking carbon dioxide and gas.
Sure.
It tastes like diesel and fucking diesel.
Yep.
But from what I hear is if I keep doing it, it's going to get better.
Yes.
And it did. And honestly, I was just wholeheartedly surprised. And I still do that to my wife now because
Yeah.
she'll taste something and go, it's like real chocolatey. And I'm like, yeah. See,
You're starting to do it.
because
I refuse to do that.
6 months ago, she was like, babe, this shit tastes like fucking hot fire and just dragon's breath. And she would take a
So
sip
I found-
and be like,
I found this girl on Instagram just north of us. I think she's in St. Cloud.
okay,
Her Instagram is bourbon and bikinis,
okay.
right? she is super pretentious when it comes to this shit. Like she's all
I'm about to get it all over.
there's notes of this and tastes of this and I'm like, I'm not gay. Is it good or is it not? Like, just tell me it's good and I'll go buy it. Like, stop fucking around with me and telling me that there's chocolate notes or that it smells like fruity pebbles. Like, I don't fucking care. Is it good?
Right. Well, good is kind of, it's subjective, dude. Like, what may be good to me may not be good to you. So you try to describe it to someone as if this is how I feel it tastes. Like, good is not a taste, and neither is, like, all right, you know how people say, I like that bourbon. It's smooth. Okay. Well, what else about it? Well, smooth. What's it taste like? Tastes like fire. But it's smooth. You're like, okay. I think that's why. I think people, and it can come off very pretentious. And
it does. It comes off incredibly pretentious, and
it does.
I don't know if you know me. I tend to not be that guy. Like I don't like that shit. It 100%. It makes me fucking uncomfortable when people do that shit. Like the minute you start being pretentious, I'm going. I don't want to be here anymore.
Tastes like old leather. Where the fuck have you tasted old leather? Please tell me where in your childhood you was like,
there's notes of pee-pee diaper and sunflowers and the what do you mean? What do you mean? What does pee-pee diaper taste like? What?
No,
what exactly?
Yeah.
Does a tree bark taste like? Have you tried that?
Tastes like amber.
Have you eaten amber?
Tastes
because
like,
I'm pretty sure your teeth wouldn't be there if you have.
Tastes like blue. Right? Like
again,
when you say, hey,
why?
What flavor icicle do you want? Blue. Blue ain't a flavor. What flavor?
But that flavor is still blue no matter what you think.
Red. See what I'm saying though? Like, I get it, dude. I totally do. It's very douchebaggerious. That's a new word now, too. Trademark, copyright, mostly peaceful.
We make words. We make words here.
Douchebaggerious.
What was the other one? Mexicanity? All right, so have you tried this? Have you smelled it?
I smelled it.
All right, that's not bad. If this is gross, I'm pouring it out.
No. Actually, I think it tastes better than it smells. It's salty to me.
This is that Texas shit.
Ain't it? Ain't it? Right? This reminds you of the Texas shit. Like, but see, here you go. Being a pretentious douchebag.
Why is Texas bourbon salty?
Mexicanity. Okay? Because
Mexicanity.
you're saying shit.
Mexicanity.
You're describing.
Why is Texas bourbon salty?
Right.
What in the air?
You.
What in the environment makes it salty?
So when you tell the next person that the bourbon you tasted is salty, there's a guy with a longer beard and a more distaste for pretentious douchebaggerious actions going, this guy's a fucking dick. I ain't never had a salty bourbon.
This guy's gay.
Why do people say stupid shit like that?
There probably is.
But you're right,
that guy's
though.
Gay.
You're not wrong. I promise you, this immediately salty to me. Just like the other one.
Very close to the Garrison. Yeah.
Yes.
Very close to the Garrison. This is actually really good.
Yes.
And I would like to say, Richard, if you are listening or if you ever do watch this, I want you to know that the 36 is definitely on point. I appreciate the differences, right?
Yep. Yep.
Give me a bourbon from Iowa.
Yeah.
Give me a bourbon from North Dakota.
For sure.
Give me a bourbon from Texas. And they all taste different.
Yep.
They're the same fucking recipe exactly.
Yep.
Age them however many years you age them.
Yeah.
But give them to me the way you want them. And I guarantee you, with the exact same recipe, you get different flavors out of all three.
For sure.
Based on environment.
Yep. Yeah. Like you said, you know.
The environment
I think
plays
there's
a big role in how this thing ages.
Yeah.
It fucks with the wood. It
Right.
fucks with the wood in the barrel. It fucks with the whiskey itself because of the air quality or lack thereof or positivity
Yeah.
in the air quality, things like that. Like honestly, think about this. Take a bourbon, age it in a barrel in the middle of fucking LA.
Okay.
What do you think that tastes like?
Democracy.
We're not a democracy. We're a republic. That being said,
No shit.
that being said,
But if I get bourbon from LA,
but honestly, what do you think it tastes like? I think you get
the runs.
dirty, right? And I'm not being a dick.
You get the runs.
Like I'm not being a dick. I'm dead ass. Like I'm trying to think of what LA, what Los Angeles, that southern part of California reminds me of, and it's
Have
it's
you ever heard
deserty,
people describe?
dirty.
Have you ever heard people
smelly.
describe being in downtown New York City? Like it smells everywhere.
Yes.
Outside, it just smells everywhere like fucking garbage. Everywhere. Like, and not people who really
Like sour milk.
Yes. Not people who are like, man, I hate fucking Democrats and hate New York like us. Regular ass people who are like, man, I went to New York and that shit was dope. But you know what really sucked? It smelled like dirty diaper everywhere you go. Everywhere. Everywhere you go, it just smells like horrid soured milk and garbage. And you're
I
like,
really like that.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
It is good. I would
with you.
imagine if you were trying to age bourbon for 10 years in an atmosphere that smelled of horrid composing garbage.
Sour, rotting. Yes.
Yeah.
You would get that flavor. Like you would get that
Imparted
imparted
into-
into your
yeah.
into your bourbon, into your whiskey.
Yeah.
Bourbon, whiskey, whatever.
I mean, when you age whiskey in a barrel, it's comprised of a few things, and one of them is air.
Yes.
And that air quality over the course of 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like the wood. The wood. This is, dude, everything anyone tastes, that's why it comes off pretentious, right? Because
You're tasting it and you're
we're
like, well, this
guessing.
is yeah.
It's a similarity.
Yeah.
It's a nostalgia. It's not
Yep.
real.
Yeah.
There is no fig. There is no chocolate. There is
not.
no salt.
No.
It's just whatever
It's still
whatever
whiskey.
the wood and the air and the water did to the whiskey to make it taste that
It's
way.
corn, wheat,
right?
malt,
Yep.
Malted barley, and
Yeah,
it's fermented. Like that's the flavor that's there.
that's right.
It's all atmosphere in
Yep.
the aging process. That 2 years aging, really, like that's a bare minimum. I keep saying 2 year aging. Most of them are
Yeah.
anywhere between
Higher, 3 and 4 and 7.
we've
Something
aged
like
it 3 years.
Yeah, yeah, over 3 years.
Yeah, over 3 years.
It's under 4.
All right, so
So-
yeah, it's under 4.
But you know, speaking of which, Buffalo Trace sells White Dog. They actually have a White Dog.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, I'm like,
I kind of want it.
what the shit?
I want Buffalo Trace's white
I
lightning.
love Buffalo Trace so much. I would like to have some, but at the same time, my wife was like, "What
That's
the fuck
fresh.
is that?" And I'm
That's
like,
fresh.
That is
That is before it goes into a barrel.
distilled moonshine,
Yes.
basically.
That
That's
is
what it
before it goes into a barrel.
Yeah.
It's before it goes into a barrel to age.
That is zero.
and then it's watered down.
yes,
Because when it comes out of the still,
Yeah.
once it's filtered and all that fun stuff, once it comes out of there, it comes out clear, and it comes out at about 140
right. And then they got
on your proof.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Comes
proof
out
it
about
down.
140. So it's, what is that?
140, 70,
75?
70 proof.
70 proof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. And
No.
no, it is. It's half. It's
No,
half.
it's 140 proof.
It's 140 proof. Is
So it's 70% alcohol,
Yes.
right? So they water that down to 50.
Right.
Or they water that down to 95.
Yes.
That's how that goes.
Yes.
Legally, you can only, like,
You can do barrel proofs.
I don't know what the legalization, like what
There-
the legal,
I think there's a limit.
when it comes to moonshine.
I think there's a limit, but you can barrel proof. Like they sell barrel proof.
Oh, yeah, straight up, dude. I've seen 112s, 120s. Yeah.
1920 is 120 proof. That shit's fucking hot, hot, hot. But surprisingly not hot for 120 proof.
So
fucking-
I got an Instagram I'm
That's
going to
up
have you
there.
follow.
Yeah.
Do they always have ridiculous, like, hard to find bourbons? And I think they're out of Texas, so we'll never get any of it. But it's this whole store, and dude, they're phenomenal. I found they had an old Forester that I had never seen before.
That's good.
It is good. This is a good freaking whiskey.
Saltiness. I
Yeah.
love that.
Hey, listen, I like Texas bourbons. I'm not gonna even fucking beat around the bush with that. I love Texas bourbons.
Yeah.
They so far between Garrison, I've loved that.
Yeah.
I would, and I'll get another bottle one day.
Where did
Rebecca
this
Creek.
come from?
Where? This is not Rebecca Creek. This is Ranger Creek.
That's the distillery?
Yes. Rebecca Creek is a whole different other place.
Just a whole different. Okay.
As far as I know.
So the distiller of this whiskey.
Oh, Ranger Creek does beer too.
Ranger Creek is the distiller.
Yes.
And 36, what was it called? 36 Texas bourbon?
Yes.
That's.
Hold on. I am
So
in the middle of looking at their
The bottle is 36 Texas. The distillery is Ranger Creek.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
.36. It's .36. So I don't know if they're saying like 36 caliber.
Right.
Like I'm not real sure what they're doing.
Like what is that?
It's .36 bourbon is what it's called. And then they have .44 or .44 rye. So I don't know if that's their recipe.
I wonder what a Texas.
Oh, they have a
rye-
.36 white too.
like a white lightning,
Yeah.
a white dog.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know if I'm down for that, man.
Clear liquors are hard, dude.
They are. That's why when
Clear liquors will fuck you up before you know it.
yeah,
You'll be sitting there, you'll be like, I'm fine.
Look.
I'm fine.
I'm a pretty cool guy. But if you tell me you drink, and I ask what, and you tell me anything outside of an aged brown liquor, I fucking hate you. Don't drink stupid shit. There's no reason you should be drinking
Jesus Christ.
Blanco tequila
I drink vodka.
or vodka
Bro,
unless it's
I
mixed
want you to tell
with
I want you to
pickle,
tell
bacon, shrimp, tomato juice, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce.
Oh, so just say Bloody Mary.
I mean,
Breakfast on a glass? Yes.
yeah.
So I want you to say
That's what it's good
I
for.
want you to say those exact words to a 325 pound, 6'7" fucking Russian.
Man, fuck Russia.
Whoa. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, fuck Russia. That's the
Hey.
mostly peaceful stance. Fuck Russia.
Hey,
I go with my boy.
I've had my share of vodkas. I gotta say, I like vodka.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit here and drink Three Fingers neat.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
Fuck. No.
And look, if you are a Russian,
First of all, I'm not a
and you-
psychopath, murderous,
Right.
fucking crazy man.
Like if we happen
Like I
to
will
be
drink.
around,
I will drink brown liquor like a refined man.
Yeah,
Like a classy.
Thank you.
I'm a classy guy.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Right?
You drinking fucking
Fucking
straight vodka, 3 fingers deep, dude.
Yeah.
Like
no, you probably
we need to
killed
talk
some
about your
people.
sociopathic fucking ways.
Yes, hardcore. Well, that's why I said if I
Pretty sure
happen,
you have a body count and it's not fucking.
if I
It's straight
yeah,
murder.
if I happen to be around, we happen to be around somebody like that, and they're drinking fucking vodka, and I'm just gonna be like, for real though,
Vodka rocks.
right?
Fuck
I'm gonna be
you,
like,
bro.
are you strapped, bro? Because now I
You
feel
fucking
for,
better
I
because I
feel
am.
for my safety.
You
Okay,
fucking better because I am.
this guy's 6 vodkas deep,
And he wants to fucking arm wrestle.
and his accent's showing. Yeah, he wants to arm wrestle.
Fuck these beach. This is Russia. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that.
My
shit.
wife will get that joke. Pretty sure if Bert Kreischer watched this, he'd get the joke too. Like you don't fuck with people like that. Like I don't hang out with people like that.
But why though? Like, all right,
So yeah, they're a brewery and a distillery.
as a connoisseur of fine,
They have a rim fire. I'm not real sure what the. Oh, so all of this
So
is
they
caliber.
are
All of this
caliber
is
then.
caliber.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
All of this is caliber.
No,
So
I knew when you said that.
36 rim fire, 44 rye, and then 36 white.
Yeah.
Right. So their rim fire. I'm curious what this is. This is our single malt Scotch style whiskey. Bro, they make it all.
A single malt Scotch. Now here's
They're
the
making
thing, though.
bourbon.
Here's the thing: a single malt Scotch has to legally be.
Hold on. Our single malt Scotch style whiskey.
Ah.
They didn't say Scotch.
Okay.
Aged
That's
in
fine.
our own used bourbon barrels,
Okay.
smoked with Texas mesquite instead of peat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't knock it.
Ooh, I might try this with you.
I'm not going to knock it unless it comes in a
It's
5
very
gallon
light.
plastic
It's
jug.
very light. It's very light in color.
What is it?
Like, so
Oh,
this,
like green spot, like
this,
like
it's
a very,
lighter than this.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Ardbeg, for example,
Sure.
it is fucking light.
Can you reach back and grab me
Yeah.
a battery? Because I can't see.
It's fucking. I swear to God, listen. Whoever the fuck made this,
Is it not working for you?
it doesn't need to be in 7 fucking pieces. It just needs to charge the battery, okay? I appreciate it. Amazon seller, whoever the fuck you are.
Whoever
Please.
did this. Whoever fucking
Who
did
did this shit?
Who did this to me?
So, Ardbeg,
Yeah.
probably the lightest whiskey I have drank so far.
Yeah.
It's like warm piss colored. Amazing. I love Ardbeg. It is one of my
Full
favorites.
Throttle Vlogs says, you're about to make me go get a cigar. Well, go grab
Oh,
one, brother.
fuck yeah.
I'm not sure who you are, but please go grab one. Smoke one with us.
Yeah.
I have a slaughterhouse. Jimmy is on a
Tobacco special.
yeah. We definitely like Drew Estate
Drew Estate, yeah.
sitting around here.
Drew Estate's got some good stuff.
That
man.
Nicaraguan tobacco is just something
Oh yeah.
far better than a Cuban tobacco.
They do a lot of Florida stuff too, which we're obviously fans.
Of course, we're Florida people.
Got to give it up to the Drew Estate guy.
But that being said, I'm not finishing. We're not done.
No, I wasn't
Not my-
finishing either.
Not my thing.
I was saying that Ardbeg being a very, very light, which is odd. It's a 10-year whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
It's very light. It's like a.
So how do they age theirs? It's good because this is
I
what
honestly, I
this
have no
episode's
clue.
been nothing but whiskey, and we got to get through these other two.
Sure.
So hand me one of those glasses back there, so that we can pour this into and not waste.
Oh.
No.
Oh, just one.
Yep.
What in the fuck did you just do to my salty, amazing whiskey?
We made it one glass, my spit and your spit, and we're gonna chug it together.
Like at the same time,
We're gonna put a straw in it, buddy.
Are we gonna cross streams?
We're gonna put a straw in it and stare at each other lovingly.
We're gonna Lady and the Tramp that shit.
We are. We are.
I'm with you.
All right. So
As long as you say the thing when you're
So
doing
as-
it, then you're good.
as per our friend Richard
Yeah.
has said, the 13th colony was the one that he likes the most. So we're gonna leave that for last.
Okay,
So right now we're gonna try Green River. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
go for it. Yeah. I want to know all the fuck about it. I would assume these are all bourbons. If I know Richard
Yeah.
like I think I know Richard,
Yeah, of course.
he's going for crafty, unusual, not your average off the shelf whiskeys.
Yes.
Because I have
So
never
this-
heard of any of
actually-
these.
Very unique bottle. So here's a question that we have. I assume that he got the Kentucky straight
Okay.
and not the weeded or the single barrel. I would assume that this is the Kentucky
Yeah.
straight. It's aged on site at some of the oldest warehouses in the state. It's 90 proof, rich in color with a golden amber hue. Green River is made with a locally sourced corn, featuring a mash bill of 70% corn, 21% winter rye, and 9% malted barley. The higher rye content contributes to the warming spice notes on the nose and the palate.
Okay.
So that's your that's your Green River. I'll pour her a little bit. We won't. Actually, I should have poured less. Nope, that's not going to work. You drink that. All right.
Hold on.
What are you doing? Why are you telling me to hold on? We're dead silence. We cannot have dead silence.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
Are you looking up?
You're the fucking voice.
You're-
Asked me a question.
I'm the voice?
I never answered your question. I was looking up the answer.
How are you going to say that I'm the voice? Don't put that shit on me.
You're the voice, bro. You're the face.
Jimmy, you're smooth.
Okay. I'm smooth.
You're the radio guy. Like, you came to me with this. Like, I was just like, all right, we'll do it. Like, I wasn't excited or something.
Exactly.
All right.
I don't know where to find it.
Come on.
Cheers. All right.
Ooh. Fuck, it's a little more than I expected. Jesus, fuck.
What's the proof?
It says it's 90. I don't know. I don't like that as much as I like the Ranger Creek. I'll get that name right soon.
Honestly, so I'm gonna try to sit with it for a minute and really gauge it in its own thing.
Yeah, we're gonna take a couple more sips.
But off top,
yeah,
that salty shit is my jam.
that is so good. So
good.
It is so good. Like, I don't want to go back to anything else other than that.
Yeah.
I think I have this weird affinity for maybe it's Texas bourbons.
Well,
because of that atmosphere that, like, and I think if you do it right here in Florida, dude.
Oh yeah, you could
this
probably
environment,
bang it up, dude. Saltwater City down
I want to
here.
do it. I want to do it in the Glades.
Yeah, right.
Like, I want to, like,
Just humid whiskey
Yep.
sweating.
I want to
myself.
suspend them right over the Everglades, like in the swamp. Like, I want in the shade. Obviously, you got to have some sort of environment, but like, can't be direct sun. That shit's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
But like, in the swamp,
Right.
you get that.
And I
Have
wonder
you ever
what
been
that
out?
really would
You ever
do.
been out to the Everglades
I
and
have.
smelled that air?
Not to the.
Like, it's musty and like
Yes.
sticky,
Yes. Yes.
dude.
South Miami.
That
is the same.
That in a whiskey,
It could be grand. I mean,
I think
dude.
it'd be beautiful. St. Augustine Distillery does a bourbon.
Okay.
I don't think it's that good.
Really?
I tried it years ago, and we may jump back into that because we haven't tried any Florida bourbons like at all. We may try that.
Well,
We haven't done it on this show.
yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Big Storm.
Yeah.
Big Storm, step
Yep.
your fucking game up because that's trash.
You tried it.
That Coyote Ugly.
I don't know. I know Big
You
Storm.
tried that?
No. I haven't tried any Big Storm, but I recently found out.
There was a guy that like had
Okay.
a bottle.
I know
and
there
was
was a guy who was. Yes.
Yes, that guy.
And I had to make some things that went along with that. And I was like, what the fuck? Big Storm does.
It was trash, dude.
See, and that's where you lose me. And that's where you lose the market because the market is becoming oversaturated with people who think they want to get into the spirits game. And when it comes to fucking whiskey, when you've got something like Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, when you've got all these things, you better bring me salty, great goodness.
Give me Garrison.
For
give me
to
Ranger
be-
Creek. Right.
Yes.
Like, show me something unique.
Yes.
I don't think outside of Kentucky, I have yet to find an outside bourbon other than Texas that even stands that test. Like, Kentucky bourbon is your end all be all.
Yes.
Right?
Just a birthplace, you know?
Texas.
It is.
Texas sounds like a proving ground.
It does because I got to tell
Because
you.
you're bringing me something that's like,
well,
this is weird. It's not weird. It's different. It's unique.
Yeah.
Like, it's far beyond. It's really good.
Well-
One, you've perfected that, whatever that flavor is.
Yeah.
Like, you got that.
And is that an inherent trait like this is what we have yet to find out, right?
So, yeah.
Like, is it an inherent trait
you
that
on the
is gonna
west
be
side of
imparted
Texas?
in all Texas whiskey?
Yeah, are you on the
Like,
west side, the east side? Are you on the north
Right.
side? Are you down by the coast?
Texas is massive,
It
right?
is massive, so big.
So like, there's probably just so
Second
much
largest state in the
difference
union.
in atmosphere, in water, in what could potentially come out of these things, right? Like,
It's okay.
Like, all right, Kentucky, we kind of have a grasp on like what to expect. Okay, a Woodford Reserve Double Oak, a 1910, a Buffalo Trace, Whiskey Row,
Yeah.
all these things, man. When you get a Blanton's, when you get any of the good Kentucky bourbons, you know it's gonna be deep and sweet. Those two things. Outside of that, call it what you want. Deep and sweet being dark chocolate, deep and sweet being fig and
Yeah,
and
straight
raisin.
up.
It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's gonna be deep and sweet.
Yeah.
Will Texas over time when we keep trying, because that's the second one I've had, and the thing that stands out is salty.
Yeah.
I hope, but will the Texas trait be it's just like a Kentucky whiskey or a Kentucky bourbon in that it's sweet, it's deep, but what it has is that saltiness.
Yes.
That's like a salted chocolate
Yeah.
where you're like, oh my God, what's better than ice cream? Ice cream with bacon.
Ice cream with bacon.
You know
Oh
what
my
I
God.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck
I'm
out
with
of
you.
here.
Finish that up.
So that was what I was thinking.
Or pour it out. One. Because we got one more to try. How'd you feel about that? Are you swishing it?
I went for the
No,
mouth.
I agree with you. Like sometimes I swish it just to,
It's hot.
it is hot. It is spicy. It is like
It's a little more,
there's heat and there's,
I don't know,
I'm not sure that I like that one. It's not bad. It's not bad.
but it ain't good.
It's not
It's
it's
not
not like,
great.
oh my God, that's good.
Yeah, it's not
So
great.
far,
That's
so
the
far,
winner. Hands down.
36 Texas bourbon.
I'm with you.
We're on it, right?
Yes.
So now we're gonna try the 13th colony.
Okay. Now, what did
This
what did
is-
Rich tell you about these as far as what he felt?
He didn't,
Did-
okay, so
did
he didn't like the Green River or the Texas, which I was kind of surprised. I was like, the Texas, you really didn't like it? Now I'm like,
Now I'm really,
Really?
surprised,
Are
and
you
we might
serious?
have to have a conversation about that
Yes.
because you have to
yes,
have to,
this
have
is
to
such a
revisit
unique.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 13th colony was when he was like, that was the best one.
Okay.
It was really good. So
So now my expectations have been set, and we'll see, because that 36 Texas,
it's fire.
that is good.
It is so good.
It really is good. I'm surprised, but I'm surprised you like it too, and it's good. But
But
It's
let's
the-
be real about
it's
that.
the-
Like I brought you the Garrison, and I was
No,
like,
you're
"This is
right.
fantastic."
you're right.
Texas bourbon.
But see,
I
like
think I'm on it, dude.
when I drink that, it gives me that saltiness that reminds me of like a salty
Ooh,
Scotch.
this is a
even.
Georgia bourbon. This is made in America, Georgia's. Or the fuck did I just say? America's Georgia. Jesus H Christ, dude.
Not Georgia the country, Georgia the state.
The state, yes. Georgia's.
Georgia.
America, Georgia's. God damn it.
I feel like I'm really, really glad this is our last whiskey
Yeah.
of the day.
I'm sure my wife is too. My wife's like, you fucking idiots.
I'm sorry, wife.
All right, so let's see. Let's see what their spirits are. Aged spirits, clear spirits, single barrel. Let's see what the aged spirits are because we have to do. Ooh, I might be into these people. They have. Oh, that's the bottle. It's a really unique bottle too. I don't know that that's the one in the same bottle. So there's a Southern bourbon.
Yeah.
There's the double oaked.
Double oaked.
There's a Southern rye, and then we go to clear. So those are the three.
Okay.
So you have a rye,
Which I doubt it's the rye.
a
Right?
Southern, yeah.
I doubt it.
Excuse me. There's a rye, a Southern bourbon, and then the double oaked. I don't remember which one he said it was.
Probably the Southern bourbon or
It's
the
probably because double oaked garners a deeper,
darker.
darker. Yeah.
You know how earlier you were talking about sleepers. I still feel like Woodford Reserve, double oaked.
Always, dude. That's a go-to. We talked about this.
Yeah, always.
We have-
but
we have-
I feel like it's a sleeper in the community where people
People don't-
kind
they
of
sleep on
tend
it,
to
dude.
they sleep on.
I'm gonna bring you one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you one soon.
What, the double oak?
Yeah, it's those who don't have this grocery store here. We have Winn Dixie's down here. You may have them there. Winn Dixie gets a barrel select from certain distilleries. They have a Woodford Reserve Bucks, and I want to get
dude.
it. Like, there's only 2 bottles left.
I'll fucking buy it.
There's only 2 bottles left.
You want to split it with me? We're good. I'll fucking buy it because I love that type of shit.
Like,
I
I'll
got
get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All
Pick
right.
it up.
Cheers. This is the one that Rich liked the most. Richard.
Wow.
That has a pungent nose thing. That's actually really fucking good.
That is fucking good.
Dude, that is
And
smoky.
it's smooth. It's very.
That's got to be the double oaked. I got to call him and
Man.
ask him tomorrow
Yeah.
because that's got to
If
be
that's
the double
not
oaked.
the double oaked. The double oaked.
The
is
double oak's gotta
go-to.
be
That's
fire,
it.
dude.
Yeah, that shit would be hardcore.
That's really fucking good.
This
Holy shit.
is oily like Blanton's.
Yes.
It has that oily.
Oh, it straight does.
It does. As soon as it hits my tongue, dude, I
Hit the
have.
mic.
Yeah. It's
No, it
that-
does.
That
Yeah.
oiliness always hits me. Like,
That is delicious.
yeah.
That is.
All right, Rich. All right, Rich. I can see it. I can
All
see
right.
it. Yeah.
You know what?
I gotta give it to you.
I'll trust you from here on out.
Yeah. This is good.
Don't take my bourbon contacts. He tried. Dude, did I tell you? He tried to skirt my bourbon contacts.
Nuh-uh. What did he do?
He straight up told one of my bourbon contacts, "Don't you call him anymore. You call me." I was like, "You son of a gun! Are you kidding me?"
That's fucked up.
I had to call him out.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, "Dude, how dare you?" But at the same time, I was like,
Yeah.
like, we're cool, dude.
Yeah. As long as he finds us at Blanton's.
He's still looking, and I don't know that he's going to find it. To be honest with you, I really don't know. I think he's going to check in February,
I'm
so
sure.
we'll see how
like,
that goes.
I know it's one of those things. Like, I don't expect that it's gonna happen soon, but I think it's one of those things where if you
You
kind of
you buy it, dude.
Yeah,
you
you-
take that fucking.
put your feet in the ground and you look for it and you put your feelers
dude, you
out
take
and you
that
say,
W.
hey man, and then when it comes, it comes. But it's not something that you can,
Yeah, straight up,
you know what I
dude.
mean? And by the way,
You get it?
we can get Blanton's. We're talking about Blanton's
At $58
for
a
like
bottle.
$50 a bottle. Yeah,
Like you
So,
take that W, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
Yeah, we can find Blanton's right now. I can go get a bottle tomorrow.
Yes,
It's $150.
Yeah.
right. That same bottle for 50. I'll wait. We'll wait. We'll for sure sit and wait. And when you find them, we will wholeheartedly buy them.
I have a bottle.
And as many
I have
as
a
you
bottle
can
of
buy.
Blanton's
If
and
you're
Weller's.
like-
So I want to give everybody a heads up, and for those who watch this later on, please tell your friends, tell your family, watch us, subscribe, like all that fun stuff, comment. Like
Yeah.
we go live every Saturday,
yeah,
in around the 5:30 hour.
right.
Uh,
Give or take a 5-minute smoke break.
Yeah, somewhere in there. February 25th, excuse me. February 25th is our 1-year anniversary of doing this. We've been doing this for near a year right now.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you've been talking shit for way longer.
I've been talking shit since the day I was born, son. What you talking about? So we're going to sit down, on our 1 year, we're going to sit down with,
Hopefully.
hopefully, I think we can make this happen. I think we can manage it. I think it'll do. We're going to sit down with a really important person in our lives, in the sense of like every day to day. Like I say that important. I don't know how to put that.
It's odd.
It is odd. We're gonna sit down with a friend of ours. We'll call it that.
Sure.
A friend of ours who's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some discussions. We're gonna talk politics. We're gonna talk his job. We're gonna see how he feels and where he sits in certain aspects. And he's a new dad, and that's where I really want to talk to him.
Yeah. Well,
because
I
as
think
a
that's
new
where,
dad, like I've been a dad for 11 years.
Yeah.
I'm a new daughter